Hey, morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know who it is. It's your man, Uncle Neely, coming in live from Boulder, Colorado. It is the big dog, Chico, in the building, along with Dukes the Scoop out of the ATL, 1-1 in the NBA Finals. And we got some Colorado to get into, too. You know what it is. It is the morning run. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Let's go. Good morning. It's legacy mode today with us three and these three. Coach Prime continuing to build his legacy in Colorado and what he's doing. Aaron Rodgers in Pittsburgh going to build a legacy with the Steelers. 1 year, $10 million. We got SGA definitely building on his legacy, reaching the likes of LeBron James and Michael Jordan with the latest accomplishment. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. What's up? What's shaking? Potato chips or bacon? Uncle Neely, Philip Dukes. Good morning to you, because it's morning somewhere.
Absolutely. That's the motto of the morning run. We might run a little behind, and it might get noon somewhere, but it's still morning somewhere, too. It's morning here in Boulder, Colorado. It's morning out there in the middle of the ocean.
The old shot.
Chico coming from. But Dukes, I got to tell you, 16 and a half on the spread. They lose by 16. What a heartbreaker, those out there playing the spread. But dog, like me and BiggDogg discussed last night on Uncle Chico Live, when you look at the box score, Pacers had nobody, bench or starters, with 20 points or more. Meanwhile, SGA goes off for 30 plus. You had Caruso with 20 off the bench and Wiggins with 18 off the bench for the Pacers. Pacers was never really in this one, and those spurts didn't matter this time.
Nah, man. When you look at the Pacers team, you don't have that high end score. I think because of what Halliburton does in clutch times, we forget that he only averages 18 a game. He's not like no 25. He's not a volume scorer. So when we think about Halliburton, yes, what the hell, all of that, and you look at the big time shots, who do you go to when you absolutely have to have a bucket? That changes every night for the Pacers. It may be Siakam, but depending on the matchup, they may let Nembhard take the shot. It could be Halliburton. Like, who do you want? Like, when you need buckets in a hurry. So those spurts are just as sporadic as the spurt itself. And I think that's going to catch up to you. And as you saw, I thought, I've been having a pretty good series. I won the first game. Second game, I got so wild with it. I bet they was going to beat them by 30. And there was a point. I said that to y'all. I was like, bro, I bet you by 30. And for a minute, it could have happened. Yeah. So I just think OKC is a better team overall, but I just don't think the Pacers going out without a fight. But I think last night was more the rule than the exception.
Yes, I agree with that, Deuce. More the rule than the exception. I think the Thunder, as we said last night, the Thunder executed their game plan and holding Halliburton to 13 points. I think that when he scores over 20 points per game, I think their win percentage goes up like 90%, something like that. So if the Thunder are coming in with the game plan of let's keep him under those 20 points, let's make somebody else beat us, because we know that those guys, as Duke said, are not just top-notch scorers consistently right now in their game. Siakam might be the one. So if my game plan would be for the Pacers would be to make sure Siakam, Turner, and Halliburton are the leading scorers for this team somehow, or at least the leading shot takers for this team somehow. And you got to find a way to get to your spots if you're Halliburton. But it goes back to that game one defense we was talking about coming into the game. How would Halliburton adjust to all of those defenders coming at him so many different ways? And we've seen it now. The last two games, only 13 shot attempts. And the first game, they won by a big shot. They can't rely on that every game. And we see what happened. Saw what happened in game two. I think it's going to be a repeat performance no matter what they play at in game three coming up, because that's the best team, the Thunder.
Yeah, that's what I'm riding on, man. That's why my pick was what my pick was, because more times than not, the better overall team wins. I don't want to miss a point, Chico. I don't struggle to try to pronounce names I can't say, so I can't say the man's name, but we got to give some credit to OKC coaching staff like we did for Pacers coaching staff to game one, because they went in, they made the adjustments. And to what you and Duke are saying, I absolutely agree. I'm not going to get down in the weeds on who it needs to be, Siakam, Halliburton, Halliburton Senior up in the stands. Somebody got to put up 22 plus points. Like somebody got to score in that 22 to 26 range if they're going to stay in these games and make those runs actually mathematically have impact. Because what's happening out there with nobody starting getting 20 points, nobody on the bench getting 20 points, and then you have 38 from 2 players off the OKC bench, the gap going to stay the gap. Like if you trade baskets all you want, you're going to still be up 15. Man, I went for the spread, Dukes.
Yeah.
Let me tell you how bad I could get it mad at the last minute. I went to check my account, right? And I'm like, okay, all right, let me refresh the screen. All right, let me refresh the screen because I know the game over. Like my money's supposed to be there. Then I said, damn, 16 and a half, and it was 16.
Ooh.
You dirty son of a.
That half get you.
The half gets you.
Oh, yeah, they don't roll that half down there. That half roll up.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah.
Now, what's called, man, I was so mad with Jalen Williams, man, because every time that they got the 22 or 23 points, it was 2 times in that game last night where the lead was 22 points, and he had a wide open 3, and he missed them both times. And that was my 30-point money. So I put a dub on them to win by 30 before the game, which brought me back like 700 odds at like 7 to 1. So I was like, you know what I'm saying? I made me a quick little $150 on that dub. But you know, I may have been a little bit too ambitious with that bet. But still, the fact remains, I thought that the Pacers was gonna get smacked in game 2, which they did. What are the I think the stat is they 5-0 after a loss in the playoffs this year.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
and I think that's why this first game at the Pacers is going to be so key for both parties. You know, it's probably more on OKC because you did lose one at home, but they're going to have to no doubt get one of those wins. But if they can, if OKC can get this first one, you know, in the Pacers' crib, then you know, Pacers back against the wall, man. I do think, you know, I'm in total agreement with what you guys have said. That I think last night was more of what you can expect from the series or what should happen. Because keep in mind, it happened game 1. It's just, if you got to bank on miracle comebacks of 15 and make one at the buzzer to win, I don't know if that happens 4 times in a series.
And you can't turn the ball, like even game 1, you can't turn the ball over that many times and think that you're going to be successful. Like all those lucky bounces, like I said, they're a fluky team. And I will continue to say that. But when it comes to a better basketball team, yes, it really reminds me. I'm gonna take y'all back. Do y'all remember the NBA Finals when it was the Sonics and the Bulls?
Yes.
Gary Payton, I think they went up 2-0, I believe. And the way they were beating the Bulls the whole time, nothing looked sustainable. It was like, yeah, y'all doing it now, but y'all know this ain't finna last. And then you know, and I always tell the story about how, you know, we were playing basketball when I was in college against some guys who were on Auburn's actual basketball team. And the point guard, I'll never forget, Ian Young, stopped the game and said, hey, man, y'all show them the difference. And that stayed with me because literally we saw Division I basketball players show us the difference. And they beat the you-know-what out of us. And I think it's the same thing that OKC is doing. They get to a certain point where they are just a better team. And it's up to them and Dak ought to tell them, bro, show these folks the difference. Like they're the best team in the league for a reason. That record wasn't fluff. You feel me?
So you like the T'Challa mama when she yelled out, "Remember who you are!"
Hold on, man. Let me get my Halo, bro. It's too early for this shit.
But I tell you this, Deuce, while you get your breathing together, that you just made clear the point that I was trying to make to Chico, and me and him had to fight because he said I was cherry picking which point I wanted to make when I applied something to the Knicks. Chico, let me talk. When I applied something to the Knicks, that
I can shake my damn head. That's what you said, right? I can shake my damn head.
And exactly what you just said, Dukes. Some people are capable of coming back after losing a game at the crib. Some people that is diabolical, disastrous to them. And when you looked at the Knicks and how they lost game 1 and Tibbs' coaching style of only playing 6 guys, that one game loss was much huger than OKC's one game loss because OKC still was like you're talking about at Auburn. Man, we the better team. All we got to do is play. Like, we are literally better than them. They got us, much respect, but we better than them.
Right. The scary part is Jalen Williams ain't got off yet.
Nope.
He's not playing well at all. Like, he was missing free throws. Like, I mean, and some of the stuff you could just tell it's a confidence thing. I think he shot 5 for 14 last night. He hasn't really seen the ball go through the net consistently, but when he does, like, it's gonna get scary. Now I'm gonna say this: the Pacers not just finna walk. They finna win again. Like I got,
they're gonna find a way.
yeah, they're gonna win again. Like it ain't.
This series ain't nowhere near over.
Yeah, but like we said, the better team is the OKC Thunder, but you still got to line it up. Period.
Yeah. And the Pacers. I mean, y'all ever met this dude, man? You see it a lot in football. I don't care if it's Kevin Mathis, Coach Fella here to play with Prime in Dallas. I don't care if it's like, Muggsy Bogues or B. Diddy, who's Duke's twin. Some people don't know they small because they got that dog in them. The Pacers don't know they not the better team.
Yeah.
Like, they ain't read that memo. They don't stop playing. Like, they don't play the scoreboard. They play basketball. A lot of teams, I don't care if it's AAU all the way up to the NBA, they get down 15, they start taking out starters. Pacers get down 15, they be like, all right, y'all ready?
They don't care.
Yeah, they really don't care about the scoreboard. So they're never out of a game because they don't pull the starters. They don't stop playing. And with the three-point line, hell, 2 threes, you back in any game.
Yeah, when I saw Rick Carlisle pull the starters with 3 minutes left, let me tell you, OKC left their starters in. They was like, nah, y'all ain't finna get us like this. Nah, but we ain't going to sleep. They made sure that they basically cut the lights off before they walked out the room.
Yeah. Well, we know the field house going to be rocking up there in Indianapolis.
No doubt.
I think somehow, they're going to have to find a way to pull it together and get a win because if we look at it, once again, this is OKC Thunder. They're still a young team, and they're going on the road in the finals for the first time. Anything can happen.
Yeah, Chico, I'll tell you this, man. They don't talk about it a lot in the NBA compared to, college places like Camden Indoor at Duke. But New York Knicks, Madison Square, and the Pacers, like, them tough places to play. Grindhouse in Memphis, those are tough road games for the opponents because the crowd don't sit down.
Yeah.
And that's what they do in Indianapolis. That's a basketball town for sure. Through and through. Basketball state. That's what they do. Like, all due respect to the Colts, but that's what they do. So they're gonna be rabid, man. And honestly, I'm interested to see what the spread will be for Game 3 going with a young team on the road.
Hey, Deuce, you know me, dog. I'm with the Pacers with my basketball knowledge, but they do their spread right. I'm putting 50 on. I'm putting 50 on Indiana.
Man, I would guess it'll probably be about 7 the way of OKC, maybe 6, 7 if I'm guessing. Let's see if I can pull it up right quick. Chico, you already looking for it?
Y'all some betting mofos. Nah, I was gonna go on to Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I gotta go through my legs, fake, go back, then go up, then.
And then I'm looking at Deuce like, man, I thought we talked about all this damn dribbling. Why is he over there dribbling?
Then the ball hit him in the chest. Bam! I said, just be ready. I told you to have your hands ready.
I was ready the first 3 seconds. You done dribble 15. They want to give it to me with 6 seconds left in the shot. Talking about do something with it.
Smack the ball down. Aaron Rodgers. I want to get y'all thoughts on this right here. He just signed a 1-year deal with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And of course, he's not wearing number 12 like the thumbnail says. I think he opted for number 8 because 12, of course, is retired because of Terry Bradshaw, the legend. So let me know, what would this guy bring to the Steelers? Would they be any type of contenders? It's just going to be another team up there. They're going to lose to the Ravens and everybody else too. Oh, what are your projections for Aaron Rodgers?
It's a tough division, man. I don't know if he's the difference maker over the Ravens. If the Bengals play any kind of defense, I don't think he's the difference maker over them because they put up a lot of points. I think what he has done by signing this 1-year deal, he has because Aaron Rodgers, who Aaron Rodgers is, and I got to assume he can still do it at some kind of level because you look statistically with the Jets, he put up numbers that everybody would love to have. I think he's preserved Mike Tomlin's streak of never having a losing season. I think they'll be 500 or better. So that'll go from 18 years to 19 years, wherever it's sitting. But I don't expect them to, win that division. I could see them getting a wild card, first round exit or something. Because where he is, that dude, Father Time is undefeated, and that team has to come together, and they got to come together fast. And they had a tough-ass division, man.
Mm-hmm.
Man, just look at the pass rushers You got the Ravens defense. They probably just got arguably the best pass rush in the draft in the second round. They finna be stupid. Then you got if the Bengals re-sign Trey Henderson, then you got another big time pass rusher. And then you got Myles Garrett. What made Aaron Rodgers more special than any other quarterback? His accuracy on the run. Him being able to get out the pocket and be able to hit, basically he gave us what Mahomes gave us to a whole nother level, but he gave us that before. Discount, double check, all the belt, all of that. He was usually rolling out on the move, making all these big time throws. Well, one thing I know from personal experience about having a torn Achilles, it saps your explosion when you're trying to run. It does. So I just thought, and last year, and a lot of people make the comparison between Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. The difference is Tom Brady's game was predicated upon time in the pocket and making the right play every time, just being in the pocket. Aaron Rodgers literally was one of the best off-schedule quarterbacks in the NFL. He's been there for a long time. Until Aaron Rodgers got a little mobile last year towards the end of the year, he had a horrible season. And I just don't think in that division he's going to be able to go in an AFC period. Now, it's a tough conference that he's in and a tough division. He's 41. And then now, I just don't know if he endeared himself to anybody in that locker room with everything he's got going on. So I just don't see it this year for the Steelers. And I'm a Mike Tomlin fan, but a little bit less after what happened in the draft. So you play silly games, get silly prizes.
He's good. He ain't lying. I think Aaron Rodgers is trying to come back and just, prove something to himself. At the same time, I don't think all the pressure is going to be on him in Pittsburgh. They're going to play defense. They're going to try to run the football. At least they have DK on the outside. But what else do they have, to go along with DK? Maybe somebody will emerge for real. Aaron Rodgers, 2021, had 37 TDs, 4 interceptions, 4,100 yards passing. 2022, 26 TDs, 3,600 yards. Of course, 2023, he was hurt. And then last year, like you said, respectable, 28 touchdowns, 3,800 yards, 90.5 QB rating. Can he regain those 2021, 2020 numbers? We'll see. That's a long time ago, though. And like you said, it takes away that explosion with that Achilles injury. I'll never forget my big homie back in the hood, as they say. Just he's former running back. And we was in the hood playing basketball. He was on the side telling stories about how before he tore his Achilles, he was so explosive. He could do this, he could do that. And now I have no explosion. He was on the sideline drinking a beer. He was like, I can't even get out there and do what I want to do. I was like, damn, it really takes away. And to hear you say that again, it kind of just double downs on that. So, hey, looking forward to it. I don't think that he's going to make them a contender either, though, at the end of the day.
No, his division is going to keep him from making him a contender. His ability should keep them, 500 or better. I will tell you this, Dukes. The same reason you talk about play stupid games, win stupid prizes. The same reason that I thought the Pittsburgh Steelers were a good fit for Shedeur Sanders is the same reason I say they're a good fit for an aging quarterback, and that's what Chico touched on is that franchise is built around his defense, and they're always going to have a running back that they want to give the ball to. And so that removes a lot of pressure from a rookie QB or a 41-year-old QB. So I think they're going to be in games because they probably just at best got to score 17, to 21 points to win a game, except for when they play the Bengals. Bengals probably going to torch their ass 45-20 or something like that because Bengals offense is just off the charts, man, when it's clicking. But their problem is they don't have a defense. But I just don't know if the Steelers in that division against them can match them points for points with what I'm seeing. I just still think, man, Aaron Rodgers is enough that they're 500 ball club, but I don't see them making noise in the playoff or postseason whatsoever. And I see this truly being a one-year deal.
Yeah. Well, they have the Jets coming up first, from what I see.
They'll beat them. Yeah. Matter of fact, if they don't beat the Jets week 1, they're not going to be a 500
trouble.
What are they playing at?
I don't have it. Let me look it up. But I know this though: when they're playing the Browns, we're gonna be rooting for them to lose against the Browns. When they play the Ravens,
I'm be rooting for them depending on who at quarterback.
Ravens gonna. All right,
Amen.
rewind that. You're exactly right.
Amen. People
Let me
ask
get
me,
it right.
man, you got to do a jersey yet? When he start, I get it.
Like Eddie Murphy said,
I
don't
ain't
come in
gonna reward them jokers for that bullshit they pulled.
Once again, Dukes, you are correct. You are correct.
Well, you was crazy.
You have served me correctly. So yeah.
Hey, boy, I ain't served nothing.
Yeah, you gotta be careful that word served.
Hey, that boy, you gotta watch Chico, man. Chico,
he went on there and got served like that. Where I'm coming from, Chico, that's dope or sex.
Man, talking about Duke served me. No, I didn't. I watch Chico, man.
Once upon a time, you know, it could have been a dance battle or something. You got served, but it's like, hey, I could. Dog, I remember. I'm old enough. This gray hair. I remember when the phrase "down low" meant you were sneaking and getting some. Not down low mean like, no, you won't be a down low now.
Exactly, totally different. You're like,
nah, bro. Yeah, you can't, man. You can't even play like that in Atlanta because all the rumors about folks in Atlanta. Hey, buddy, no, I'm from Atlanta, not no transplant, not no nothing. So you just got to be careful with the words, Chico. I know you mean nothing by it. I'm just being clear. You know what I'm saying? No.
But we don't know he didn't mean nothing by it.
I'm hoping.
Chico,
I'm just not trying to get caught in the
hold up, man.
Let me give you a compliment, Chico. Let me give you a compliment.
Here we go again.
Let me give you a compliment, Chico. Chico is the Sugar Ray Leonard of dissing. Neely, what does that mean? Glad you asked. 3-minute round, Sugar Ray would take punches and run for 2 minutes 45 seconds. The last 15 seconds around, he'd come with a damn flurry +1 after the bell.
Man,
it's stealing rounds. That's Chico.
Yeah,
it's about points.
I know.
Everybody out.
Chico,
to get points.
Chico, you are not a good fighter, but you're a damn good boxer.
Man, okay, boom. Okay. Yeah. That's a compliment.
It's absolutely a compliment.
Right.
Sugar Ray wasn't no fighter. Sugar Ray was a boxer.
I bet you if you told Sugar Ray he wasn't no fighter, he'll be like, okay, let's fight then, and we'll see what happens.
I bet you Sugar Ray would agree with me because he knew what he was doing, stealing them points. Still.
I appreciate that.
What do people remember, Chico? People remember the last thing they saw, not the first thing they saw. The other stuff was two or 3 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So here comes Chico with the sneak diss.
Chico fame, man.
Yeah, hell hit it, man. Chico brilliant. Chico smart as hell. Be over there playing dumb, playing like he can't read, try to get sympathy. Then he go with the diss.
I just pimped this schedule. There's the schedule right there that you asked for. That's going to be
so they play at the Jets?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm taking the Jets.
Damn.
Ooh, Dukes.
Well, I guess you might as well do this.
You damn insulted, baby. Like you.
Yeah, I'm taking the Jets. Nah, because I like with the Jets. I like what they got up. I like the defensive line, linebackers, secondary gonna be better. Like Sauce versus DK.
Chico, Dukes. I respect you. If they don't beat the Jets, they losing the first 6 games.
Well,
no, I'm sorry. I'm going down the column instead of the other way. Like I was looking at Jets Vikings October instead of going across right to left to right.
Okay, yeah.
Like because the way I was looking, like they ain't beating the Vikings, they ain't beating the Bengals, they ain't beating the Bills in Detroit. They might get the Chargers shit, but I looked at it the wrong way. But even if you go the other way, I don't know if they could probably beat the Seahawks.
Yeah, they should beat the Seahawks. Should beat the Patriots. And you said lost to. Look like that game is going to be in.
It's in Pittsburgh.
That's Ireland. That Vikings game.
Oh yeah, but it's just their game. Yeah, so if they don't beat they could be in trouble. Because then they got the Browns and Bengals back to back.
Divisional games and the Packers, Colts. Yeah,
I'm rooting for Justin Fields for sure. I'm rooting for my boy. For him. Yeah, I mean, because he didn't play bad last year, to be honest.
Nah,
he did not.
I am too.
He didn't play bad.
I tell you what could happen, y'all. Y'all look at that schedule and the predictions that we have for Shador. You could get to that October 12th, which is week 6, the week after a bye. Emphasis on that week after a bye for the Steelers. That is, you could get Shador starting in the Browns for that game.
Yeah,
that's 6 weeks in. He could take Flacco's spot by then.
True,
and what would that be like? Him playing the team that snubbed him, one of the first team on the schedule that snubbed him.
Wow. And that's going to happen sooner than later. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let's pull up the Browns schedule then. Might as well,
that.
all right? Might as well. Pull up the Browns schedule.
Pull it up, Sugar Ray.
What crazy.
You got another name for me, dog. I'll tell you what else was funny.
You think so, Leon? That's kind of late, huh? Leon said Flacco could make it to week 12.
Hold on. Y'all hold down, man. Hold on. Flacco can make it to week 12. Let's see. Here's the schedule out of it.
What?
The schedule.
That boy went from Kingston to Selma quick.
He don't know. Like his dialect and quotes be all over the place.
No, that's called just being.
Do you know what it is, dude? Like when you ask him where you from, he said from all over. His accent be from all over.
No, I heard
that's he a spy. He in the CIA.
Maybe knowing
Chico got about 8 passports.
And if I was, why are you telling everybody? You're supposed to be shh.
That's my job.
To snitch.
Not only gonna tell it, can't wait to tell it.
It ain't but one game on there that made me feel like I want to put some money on it today for the Browns. That's probably the Titans. Everything else like a toss-up.
Man, everything else
I'll say the Patriots and the Titans. Everything else look like no.
Patriots, Titans. You saying those are wins?
I'm looking at 0-4.
Yeah.
0-4? Let me see. All right. Bengals, Dolphins. Damn.
Now.
Okay. But then again.
Chico just be wanting to disagree. Then he look at it, he like, well.
But then, I had to put in my head that for one, Joe Flacco would be starting. Shout out to Joe Flacco, but he would be starting, not Shador. So you got to look at it, through another lens. So I'll say, okay, let's go 0-4. Then you got, I did what you did the first time, Unc.
Yeah,
you went down. Yeah, I went across this time. All right, let me go down now. All right. Even when I went across, it was 0-4. Okay, let me go down. Ravens, no. Packers.
Chico, all I'm saying is after that, with that bye week, because that'll give you a week of practice with Shador. We're taking 1 reps.
I agree with
you. You can start Shador versus the Bears, man.
So let's say
that's 3 road games in a row. They go Bears, Lions, Jets.
I'm still looking the wrong way. Hold up.
Oh no, they flipped it on this one. I see what you're saying. They were 3 in a row. I
got you too.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I see that bye week. All right, let's say they start 0-4. All right.
So they still go to play game Jets. That's even better. Start them against the Jets.
You pull Joe Flacco, you start Kenny Pickett or Gabriel, you give them a chance. It doesn't work out. Here comes Shador Sanders, who's been looking great at practice anyway. Give them a chance versus the Jets off that bye week. They win that game. Now you have a home game versus the Ravens coming into town. They can beat the Raiders. 49ers be a tough game. Got to face off versus Cam Ward, week 14, with the Titans coming in. You can beat the Bears. 2 home games, Bills and the Steelers. Then away with the Bengals. Okay. I can see that happening.
Yeah.
All right. Let us know in the chat what you're thinking. Y'all know what to do. Hit the like, subscribe, and comment. Make sure y'all are engaging. Chat going crazy right now.
Hey, Chico, we on Twitch?
We on Twitch. We on Kick right now. We're testing. It's like the beta. What they say, the beta, testing and stuff to see how it works like that. So we're on Kick. We're on Twitch. We don't have anybody really watching or following yet. Let me see. I think Sabrina Blankenship.
Sabrina was on.
Sabrina Blankenship is on Twitch right now. So if you guys have a Twitch or a Kick, y'all get us started on there. And if we start going up, we might start putting the show on there too, guys. You know what I mean? I'm gonna put you up on that, Unc. Let you know about that Kick in the Twitch, dog. You're gonna love it. Just like that Facebook, you're gonna love it.
I don't know, man. Be careful, Unc.
Now, Chico don't know how to say stuff without it being slightly ambiguously zesty. Like just let's talk after the show, dog. The way you presented that, you're gonna love it. Remember, I told you.
But Hey, you got me with the so what we doing, man. Anybody that say so what we doing is not SWWD, it's SW what Chico doing.
Okay.
That's
this
it.
third segment, they just gonna be shooting shots at your dog. All I say, I be trying to be nice on here.
That ain't even no shot, Chico.
I'm just a good.
Chico, you the man, dog. I couldn't imagine doing.
I don't want to hear that.
Oh, hey, look, hey, you got Twitch and Kick, boy.
That's what I said.
No, look, I'm saying people they coming.
We got somebody on Kick right now.
Yeah, go ahead, there, Chico.
Mr. Cushing, or who is that? Mr. Mo Cushing's up in this thing. Oh, now y'all see how that stuff been taking over, man, with Kyson Knight and them? We got to get up on this. You know what I mean? Just so we can be like, nigga, you ain't up on this. You know, we got to get up on this. That's a quote from Kanye West. Damn, I probably should have quoted Kanye West.
That was the dog. Like he
Key Lost K. Shout out to Key Lost K on Kick. Also,
L3 Moon. That's all I can do is side. It's just deep side. Like that's all I got. I just.
Hey man, hey boy, that side said so many words. Man,
we be trying, man. Like y'all can see the text through. Like we be throwing this dude lifelines. We like Chico, man. Watch what you say this. Don't say he want to drown.
Man, I be like, it's the group chat. That's the one. Like when he send like stuff to the group chat, like Chico, do you read what you sending? He's like, nah, I just
before you send it.
Yeah, do you look at the whole video?
It's a safe space, baby. It's a safe space. I thought it was. I thought it was a safe space.
I just be like, come on, dog. Like this, like.
Oh my God, these guys, man, y'all
hey,
wild.
Hey, this is a safe space.
Y'all so wild, dog.
All right,
man, ain't us.
Let's get back on this safe earth space. Then.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I'm talking about them dogs.
Uncle Neely, tell us about what week 2 is about to look like in the land of bowling.
Got started today, Chico. Appreciate you asking. So this is the second Monday, and first Monday looked like it was the second or third. This one looked like it's third and fourth. What I love, what I'm seeing, man, is the coaching staff, strength and conditioning staff, each drill has to say less and less, and the players say more and more. Like this morning, they had ladder drills again, and before a coach could say, hey, go back and do that over, the people in the line are saying, go back and do that over.
Right.
And when you can get a player-led team this early where they're holding themselves accountable to the small details, because typically here's what happens, Chico, Deuce, y'all done ladder drills. Let's say you mess up on the first step, everything else perfect. Don't man nobody tripping, go on to the next man. They're like, Every step got to be perfect. If we're going to start on the left, end on the right, you got to do that. It ain't about just not getting tangled. It's every little detail. And whether you mess up the first step, the middle, and the end, if you ain't get it right, everybody going to wait. You got to do it till you get it right. And that's the kind of thing that Coach Prime is trying to build from a discipline standpoint. That's the kind of thing that's going to take us from being the most penalized team in conference and still barely losing some games to being the least penalized in conference and winning those games. Because in this third down, man, and you giving somebody else, you know, a new set of downs because you jumped off sides, that's a result of somebody not making you do a ladder drill over in June.
Yep. Give them an inch and they take a yard. Right? Same thing. And trying to, you know, instill that discipline in your players and in your team. You let one thing slide, next thing you know, you're letting everything slide. And now you slide in the game. You know, you're getting
like you look on the screen right now, even with sit-ups, you know, fatigue is set in and it's hard for everybody to stay together perfectly. But here's what happened. The guy next to a guy said, he got 2 more. He was on 8. Like if we doing 20, everybody doing 20.
Damn right.
It ain't no, well, you know, that was close enough. That close enough, that was good enough, and we get them next time. That's out the door under Swayze.
That's the difference. Especially in football, where they're always talking about, you know, it's the game of inches. And it comes down to when you're running and they tell you to touch that line and you got 90% of the team touching the line and you're just going, I'm going to take this one off, and you get that close to the line. Man, go ahead and get to the line.
Yep.
That's the difference between winning and losing. Look at the catch LaJohntay Wester made on the throw from Shador versus Baylor. Game of inches, man. You know, little things like that. Dukes, you see this footage right here? Unc and I went over this Saturday night, as we will be doing each week. This was our week 1 reaction video right here, or cuts from it. These guys are on the steps right because it was raining outside. What do you think about this, Duke?
Yeah, I love it, man. I think I talked to one of the transfer. I talked to Terrence Love probably maybe Friday, Saturday, one of them days. And he was just like raving about the accountability that's there, and then also just like the workout, like they're excited about workouts. They want to go get it in. Like they're not. It's not. Oh man, we got to go do this. Now we get to go do it. We get to versus got
right.
to. And I'm not sure what the culture was last year, but that's 1,000% what it is this year. And for somebody getting a breath of fresh air, going to a new situation, that's excited about, someone who is at the best weight he's ever been, and in a few days he's already like, man, dog, this is exactly what I needed. So seeing this work where it's like no excuses, bro. Ain't no, all right, it's raining outside. Come on, we're gonna get this work regardless. And the peer accountability is what I see on the video. Like you see, like you can see, like, come on, dog. You see them talking to each other. You see them helping each other. Swayze ain't got to do all that yelling. It's the peer accountability and guys that want to get better. And I think that's important. I think this is what's gonna make this one of the best teams in the Big 12.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love it. I think the challenge, Dukes and Chico, into the chat out there watching, and this is a good challenge. Like you and Dukes and Chico, we've discussed before. You would much rather try to hold a dog back than to try to make a dog be a dog. So I think the challenge with this group is going to be extending the carrot on the stick. But last year and the years in the past, you were so focused the entire time. I got to get these guys in shape because they weren't in shape. Now that they're in shape, how do I get them to push themselves more? Do I add some extra reps? So look at Chico. The other day, they did 2100s and begged for 2 more. So we can't go back to 18. Now we got to do 22 every time because y'all prove you can do it.
There you go.
I think that's the mindset challenge that's going to have to break through, is that to keep rising the bar so it doesn't plateau with this group, because this group is ahead of last year's group at this time. And we've said it time and time again, man, that even with losing to Travis or Shador or LaJohntay Wester, the list goes on and on, from top to bottom, position, room to room, depth to depth. This is a better team than last year's team.
And you spoke on being in shape, and I think that's going to be key, because if you look back at the last season and even the season before that, you were one of the most penalized teams in the country, especially in your conference. So what can help that? Being in shape, because once you get fatigued, you start making those mistakes.
Your mind gone then.
Your mind gone. You start trying to cut corners. You're trying to do this. You're not doing that as much. Hey, man, first things first. It's just like the foundation in building a house or anything. You have to be in shape. You heard Coach Swayze say this is a running man's game.
You look at this, Dukes, Chico. It's really just as simple. And I ain't picking on nobody. This happened. Like the record is what it is, and I've discussed it with Coach Prime. We've yet to win the last game of the season.
Yep. That's
whatever the last game is or was, we've yet to win the last game of the season. And when we get into November, if you look at the November losses, how are those losses stacked up? We get pushed around. What knocked us out of the Big 12 championship was somebody in Kansas State running for 200 yards on us, and they were running up the damn middle. That was fatigue and lack of depth. Like that's what happened. When you look what happened in the bowl game, we got out muscled in the trenches. And so you would be failing as a CEO, which Coach Prime is the CEO of this organization, and you can't even put failure in the same sentence with his name. But he would be failing as a CEO if he didn't do the first things first and, okay, let's correct and fix how we're losing. We're losing off penalties. We got to get more discipline. We're losing in the trenches late in the season. We got to get more depth and in better shape, and so that we don't have injuries piling up in the last month, and we can still rotate guys in and out with experience and talent. Those things are being addressed, have been addressed, and on the path of being fixed. I can't wait to see how it unfolds for the season.
Absolutely, man.
Yes, indeed. Colorado Buffaloes, man. Shout out to those guys. We're going to have the recap reactions at the end of the week. Myself, Uncle Neely, Dukes
Hey,
might
Von
join us.
Randall, let me say something to Von Randall, Chico. Pardon the interruption.
Von Randall.
I ain't been here long. I'm not no CU alum. I work with Coach Prime doing media. But I can tell you this, it might be time for another Ralph. Ralph ain't got it, dog.
Yeah, no.
They don't
Maybe
went
she
from
just
running. Ralph used to run from the back of the end zone. They moved her to the end zone, then moved her to the 20, and she still don't want to go to the 50. So it might just be time. Just like, man.
Ralph a woman?
Yeah, it's a girl. Yep.
It's a girl.
Oh wow.
Ralph need a segue to roll about that thing. Remember the ones Coach Prime used to have when the foot was going through surgery? Get Ralph a segue.
The first time I seen Ralph, they opened their gate, Ralph it took off. Now they open their gate, Ralph be like,
You know what Ralph need?
Who
Ralph
all
need
over
the
there?
Ralph need the DM. Ralph need the DM.
Ralph ain't going, man.
Hey,
Ralph need to go train.
What's the mascot?
Swayze.
What's the mascot name?
The Chip, the person in costume is named Chip.
Chip. Okay, cool. Yeah. I was calling him Ralphie. I ain't know.
The actual live one.
No, I don't think Ralphie with it. Like Ralphie, like, dog, look, man, y'all, I'm good. Y'all, hey, Ralphie doing the Chico.
Ralphie said, I ain't signed up for this ish.
Y'all basketball, that's shot clock violation. In football, that's coach. I need to come out.
Come get me.
And coach like, man, one more.
And see, that's what we don't need. That's why I don't like doing that in football. When I was coaching, no matter what level, I don't want to tell my guy, stay in. Come out. I want a fresh guy to go in that thing. You know, period. At every position.
But when you're in the situation we've been in the past, you look at what you got left, you're like, I'd rather have a tied Chico than a fresh disc joker.
Hey, that made me think about something. How did y'all feel about it last year when Anthony Richardson asked to come out the game? Y'all remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Anthony Richardson was like, I'm tired. Now he's your quarterback, franchise quarterback. Did that make you feel a kind of way when how many times have you seen a quarterback asked to come out for a breather?
Never.
How did y'all feel about that?
I felt so poorly about it. I was hoping something was absolutely wrong and that he had reached a conclusion. I'm hurting the team right now. Mm-hmm. So I tried to look at it as a maturity thing versus a tap out thing. That it's something going on that I don't know because I've never seen a quarterback from fatigue do that.
Right. I think that's a mental confidence type thing that's going on. Hopefully he's gotten over it, anxiety. I don't know what's going on, but something can be happening like that. Like I told y'all before, I had a quarterback in the huddle ask me after he came back with the play from the coach and call half the play and say, damn, what's that? Hold, time out. What's that? You the quarterback. What? Boy, that was crazy, dog. So
just throw it to 98% Chico, dog.
I should have said that should have been my answer. If I was quick enough, I would have.
I'm going to the flat, the green grass, and sitting down, turning around, man. Just hit me in the chest with it.
Yeah, man. That was crazy. I was rooting for AR, man, because I didn't like how they were just saying he didn't have the capacity mentally to be a good quarterback based on his athletic ability, and I wanted him to prove everybody wrong. But man, that was one of them things where you're like, hey, buddy, I don't know if you're supposed to do that, big dog.
Yeah, and it's hard to live that down. You look at who was that with the Jets who said I'm seeing ghosts when the mic picked it up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, was that Sanchez?
No, it wasn't Sanchez.
Damn.
Google it real quick, Chico. Who said I'm seeing ghosts?
Was it Wilson?
I want to say it was. I know it wasn't Sanchez.
It may have been Wilson.
But you can come back and throw for 600 yards after that, and that quote gonna live more than them 600 yards gonna live.
Right.
Just live.
Sam Darnold.
Darnold.
It was Darnold.
Yeah, about that third interception, he was like, "Man, I'm seeing ghosts. Like I don't know what's happening."
Yeah, and did he just get a huge deal?
Yeah, he did.
Damn. But also shows you, Chico, how environment and coaching matter.
How relationships matter. Also,
yeah, he's the same person. I remember because I used to be a season ticket holder for the Memphis Grizzlies. Shout out to the Grizz. I remember when Zebo came from Portland because they were like, it ain't working. He ain't this. He ain't that. Whole different play in the South.
Yeah.
Oh man, he was perfect for Memphis, dog.
Yes, but look what you wouldn't even know Brett Favre's name, Chico Dukes. I'm sorry to say this to you, Dukes. You would know it. but the fans wouldn't know Brett Favre's name if he stayed in Atlanta.
Don't apologize.
Atlanta would have ate that man alive. He had too many vices to be in that environment.
But they said he was in Buckhead more than the street, son.
Yeah.
Damn.
But you send him to Green Bay where ain't nothing to do but watch the snowfall. Shit, Hall of Famer.
And if you watch that documentary, you'll see what Uncle Neely's talking about with those vices and things of that nature. So, damn.
He has some stuff calling him, man. You can't be in certain places when you fighting certain demons.
Right.
Yeah.
That's all of us.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I like Atlanta, but
hey, because you friends with the monsters under your bed, Dukes. Like y'all kick it. Like,
I was talking to somebody about how certain states are just different because they said that in the state of Utah they don't sell alcohol in like the gas stations or Walmart, things like that. You have to go to a liquor store to get them. Even the sodas have less sugar and alcohol in them in the state of Utah, is what I was told. I'm like, damn. So just different areas.
I think BYU. I think one of them schools you got to sign a no sex pledge while you're in college.
Damn.
I think BYU was like that before. I don't think they're doing after the transfer report. I don't know if they're doing it no more.
Yeah, they're like, we want to win.
Yeah, says that goes for Ant-Man in Atlanta too. I'm gonna tend to agree with you. I know Dukes want him in Atlanta, but I don't know if Ant-Man need to be.
That goes for Zion in New Orleans, Luka in Dallas. It seems because he's in LA. Look like he's slimmed down too. Go out there, get access to some vegan foods and things of that nature. Chef, and man, hey, you get a different result.
Man, look, so right now, Yael, Uncle Neely, I need y'all to understand, Atlanta we're gonna take care of Ant-Man. Like it's gonna be like like a no-fly zone. Like how you got that one, like in the hood sometimes you got that one kid that everybody be like, hey bro, y'all take care of him. No, that's how Ant-Man. First of all, I just talked to the governor, so he said he's willing to step down if Ant-Man come to Atlanta. So we getting it worked out. So basically,
that's a lie.
We just not gonna put that bad energy out there. Ant-Man to Atlanta.
I think it's more, and I saw a graphic on this. I think it's more of a chance to happen. Let me see if I can pull it up for your guy Ja Wick to go join him in Minnesota.
That's fine.
That's more.
They can come to Atlanta afterwards.
Come on, dog.
What?
You trying to put them two in that environment?
I said Deuce got that Chico delusion today.
Easy.
That's the same person that said that the Pats finna be good this year. Come on now.
What delusion do I have? I'm a very reasonable person. I speak. Come on, dog.
I don't know about
never
that.
Said that crazy like that.
Yeah,
Chico. Man. I think you see people that ain't there.
Oh, you gonna see somebody that ain't there?
Invisible slap. You invisible ass over here hit me. All right, come on. He come on.
Dude, gonna be shoot that little 22 in the air. Got hold ball. Shoot that little 22.
Get your thing. You gotta give Duke some breathing.
That man been the hardest I ever laughed on this show. That man Chico said of everything he could do, he was invisible.
I wasn't gonna slap up.
Why would you even say that? And the funny part was, I saw Chico thinking something crazy. I was like, man, I just started cracking up. I saw Chico thinking.
No, he still believing
it. Yeah, I like that one. Because Unc was messing with me that day, the whole day. And you threw me on lifeline on that one right there, dog. I said, I know what I'll do.
Like I told you the other day. When you show up to Boulder, because shout out to the chat. We're doing a couple of live shows together from Boulder this fall. And I'm telling Chico, when he stepped foot on campus, I ain't picking him up from the airport. We ain't that kind of cool. When he stepped, I picked Deuce up. I ain't picking Chico up. When Chico step out the Uber, I'm stealing on it. And then we're gonna be like, hey man, let's go eat. I'm gonna act like nothing happened.
Man, I'm gonna go buy the gloves, man. They gonna hit. Yeah. Hey, who y'all got, Chico or Unc?
I'm just letting you know.
That's funny as hell, man.
I put my money on Chico. That's the long shot.
Oh my god, that's the long shot.
Yeah. I believe I'm gonna win, but like I said, I'm for the odds. Like
that's where the money at.
500-1 Chico win.
That's where the money at.
I'm be the referee.
He ain't making no money. Man. You got to put your money on.
I
That was
gotta
your
pull
first
up.
profit.
I gotta pull up in an Uber. I'm gonna show up and pick up Dukes. That's messed up, dog. But it's all good.
But look, I'm telling you, Chico, once I still owe you, we gonna see Chef Carl, we go eat. Because I'm trying to get ahead of this slap. Dukes, where you from? ATL, right?
Ooh, Lord, Jesus.
When
That
somebody
is so
said they're
funny.
gonna get you, you sit around and wait, or you go get them.
Gotta go get him.
Thank you.
Gotta go get him.
Let's still wait on the invisible man to steal on me. So I'm gonna go ahead and got you.
Hey, I can see Chico right now. Hey, I can see
Invisible
Chico.
man tail
I can see-
wagging
I
like a little happy dog.
I can see my FaceTime right now coming through. Man, he just stole on me, dog.
It's gonna be like in love, like you know.
Man,
No problem. Let's go, Chico. Let's go eat.
you better take out running fast.
Oh man, y'all stupid, man.
Ain't running nowhere, Chico. We run here and get something to eat. Come on, Chico. Let's go eat.
Let's go eat. Just like lean on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
when they got in that fight, yeah. Exactly. You know, I'm the agent. Contrary to popular belief, I'm in charge.
Right.
Let's go eat.
You can't be mad at that. Man.
So they
That's
go
all right
turn
right there.
invisible and slap me. Okay.
That was so funny.
Just in case they got some invisible potion in Hawaii, I ain't waiting.
Got some invisible potion out here. All I gotta do is drink it. I got me a cup of it right here, just sitting there. You feel me?
You know, Chico, I knew they didn't have no invisible potion when you told me you paid $99 for the water park because I was like, he'd have used it then.
Just walk through. Matter of fact, I need to get up. I'm leaving and go there today. I'm going to get me a workout in over there. Boy, it was some great workout partners up in there.
Yeah, look, I can't in there, Chico.
No, just playing.
No, you ain't playing. No, you ain't playing.
Now you playing.
These are just jokes.
Yeah, I bet.
L3 Moon, that's how brothers apologize.
How?
Yeah, I'm sorry. We said let's go get something to eat.
What's up?
Let's go take that cousin walk after Thanksgiving dinner while the family's still in the house.
The beef ain't gonna linger. Like,
that used to be our thing, man. When I was little, me and my cousin and I, we used to fight over something, anything. 5-10 minutes later,
best friends again.
Like it didn't happen.
Hey man, growing up,
that
bro,
that's
different.
love.
Yeah, man. Shoot, now these boys, man, they be ready to shoot each other, man.
Right. They'll crash
like
out
when people message us talk about, man, I don't like the way y'all treat each other. Man, we black and from the South. That's how we show love, man. We best friends.
Oh, real.
Like, man, listen, man. When I tell Unc to eat that Snicker in his pocket, he calm down. He be all right. I'm telling you, what? He keep two in that pocket.
That's how they got the dogs to play with me because they guys I smell like snacks.
That was funny too. I can't lie. That was funny too.
They want to tell me to lay off you. Okay, all right. like Rick James did Charlie Murphy.
Hey, Dukes, last night Unc said, they said, Unc, but you came back too hard. Unc said, what you say, Unc? All I got is grenades.
Oh, then Ollie said, yeah, but he shot you with a pea shooter, then you shot him with. I said, hey, all I got is bazookas over here.
All I got is bazookas. All I got is bazookas, Unc said.
You want to get hit with what I got, don't shoot none over here.
Man.
That was so funny.
You hit back too hard. Well, he shouldn't hit me.
Yeah,
I saw somebody on Instagram say that the other day. Like, you know, I think what's my man name from New Orleans? Rob Kazi. Shout out to him. He was the dude, but he had a skit with the dude who looked like BG. I'm gonna send it to y'all. But they was talking about how they were jank on each other. And then one dude just started talking about, yeah, that's why he just went to the lowest thing of the low. Certain dude, it's always a dude like that in the clique that say stuff to everybody be like, hey, bro, come on, bro, you took it too far. But guess what? I don't need stuff. Hey, bro, leave him alone, bro.
Let me tell you what reminded me of that dude. When I picked up that little Coach Pride Buffalo doll to ask Chico what they touched me at Deuce, like, I'm gone. I don't play like that.
No. I want no parts of it. No.
He said,
bro, it's two things I don't do, bro. We don't do that.
Look.
And you know what? We started doing mama jokes a long time ago, bro.
Yeah. When that goes on in the hood, when somebody say like nope, that means that it's okay for him to fire off on you now. If he's still on you because of that, it's okay. I understand.
Hey, let me tell you something.
Like, y'all gotta fight from this point on. I understand.
I think that's the moment Chico went home and said, damn, I got to work on the invisible formula. I got to get it.
Hey,
I'm
yeah,
gonna get that.
I'm telling you, man.
Well, I
was
told
like,
y'all a long time ago, man. That happened to me for real, like real life.
which one?
Not the doll. Not that.
Okay.
No. Joking on the free. I thought you was
Oh.
about which life. I'm like, damn, we got multiple lives now.
Well, I don't know.
But nah,
Go ahead, Chico.
joking on my friend. We were joking on each other, of course, just going back and forth. And he said a mama joke. And I was like, oh, I guess we can go there. So I said a mama joke, but I guess mine was a little bit too real.
You had a bazooka.
I had a bazooka at the time, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't realize it really hurt him until the next time I went to his house, or even before that. We used to go to each other's house, and his mama had a talk with me, and I'm like, damn, like it was just it was, and so that kind of messed up our whole relationship. I was like, my mama wouldn't have said that to him because we was just joking.
Hey, what you said about
that man went on to throw their mom on you, man.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, damn, you can't. I was like,
how old was you, Chico?
Like, damn, is there a line? Because
Chico, how old you was? How old were you?
We were teenagers.
Oh, you were teenagers? You said you did something with that boy mama, didn't you?
Huh?
You said you did something with that boy mama, didn't you?
No, well, he said something similar about mine. So I said something. I didn't say I did. I said that my cousin did. And looking back on it, it seemed like because my cousin was a fly dude, right? So it seemed like it could have happened. But I just made it up as a joke. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn.
Chico, I done been on the playground with my brother. I done been on the playground with my brother and told him your mama. And everybody else playing go, wait. Like,
yeah.
He should.
That's why I was like, damn, so you can go too far, with some things, and you just gotta monitor that, dog. You gotta know
what Chico said. Yeah, that's why he said that's why so you basically like, yeah, that's why my cousin hitting your mama.
That's why my cousin smashed your mama, some stuff like that, Like,
I would say this, Chico.
But went home and asked his mama, like, mama, you did it with Chico cousin. Like, boy, can you imagine? And for his mama to have a talk with you about that, right?
It must have happened.
No. You told the business. You weren't joking. You told the business.
No.
Yeah. You weren't joking.
I don't think it was business. I don't even think they knew each other. It was just I just.
If mama said something about it,
huh?
If mama said something to you about it,
yeah, I think if I remember, I think it was like, I don't think you can say things like that about me, to my son, type stuff. You know what I mean?
It made it back to a Lord.
Yeah, it made it back. So I was like, am I wrong, or is he wrong, or is he too sensitive?
No, he absolutely wrong, sensitive ass. Chico, respectfully. Okay. The only thing I say about your mom is stuff you done told me. You told me they call her horse, and then the other day you said to me, "Yeah, man, my mama called me, got on me. I think y'all been on the phone together. You must have been texting her." I was like, "Dog."
See, so he takes that, it turns that around and uses that. You know what I mean? It's rather than making up something like I did. I made up something.
This man looked me in my face and said, I've been texting his mama because she called him.
No, I said I see how you add on to it. See, he gives it legs. I just made up somebody.
I said, Chico, if I had your mama number, you been noted.
See what I'm saying? And see, Duke. Some people must be like, man, that's too far. That's too far. But see, I feel like this. I feel like, for one, I put that out there. He's just giving it legs. You feel me? But at the same time, does that open it up as friends talking? Because I think this is how it happened. I might have opened it up something to where he said something about my mom, and then I came back and responded and said something about his mom. But it was something that he had never had, open up about. So it means that it was never, ever, true or not. Like, I just made this up, but I'm offering information.
I just think he pinned to Chico. I think, maybe he had been seeing somebody coming in and out of his mama's house and he had to play like he was sleeping, didn't see it. Because he was real tempted to go home and tell mama, let me tell you what Chico said about you.
Yeah. That was.
Look in the chat. Mo Cushing say, when you say your mama, you mean mama horse, right? See? Like, I can get mad at him, but
I mean, you can't get mad
at him because how does he know that?
I mean, like
That's what I'm saying. Like I can get mad at him if I want to, but it'll be dumb because I put that out there. I said that.
Certainly did.
You know what I'm saying? My mama nickname is Horse. So
you told me she ain't gonna. I was calling her Miss Cleveland. You said she ain't gonna answer that.
I didn't say she was gonna answer the horse either, but
well,
you knew that was a nickname.
Facts, you did not. But there were only two options on the table: Horse and Miss Cleveland. I went with Miss Cleveland.
Hey, Miss Chico. Miss,
dog, she'll laugh, dog. She would laugh at this for real.
Shout out to Miss Cleveland. Her last name Cleveland?
Nah, it's not. It's Millhouse, actually.
Man, Mill Horse.
Here you go. See what I'm saying? Don't play with the name. Don't play with the name. That's how you get pow. See, there you go, Dukes. Dukes, say what, Dukes?
I said, hey, boy, look, man. You know,
I just heard the man wrong. I didn't know if he said
you
Mill Horse.
You had no issue.
Hey, man.
Shout out to Miss Millhouse. We love you and everything you did in the movement.
Actually, I shouldn't even put that out there. out there.
Oh, yeah. Now boom. Yeah.
That's what we're trying to tell you, Chico. Stop putting it out there.
Oh, okay. All right. Great. All right.
Then what he do on Uncle Chico all the time. He'll go, man, I almost said ABC.
ABC.
You just said it. like you can't say I almost say it and didn't say it. Like you just said it.
I almost said I'll slap the ish out of that nigga. You just said it.
Yeah. Yeah, Chico funny, man.
Hold on. Texas True said, see, yeah, that was too far. I wonder what you was talking about. Anyways, man, hey, we love you guys. You know what I mean? It's all love over here. You know, nobody want to fight each other. I had to get over that as a friend. When I was little, my older homies used to say when they joke on you or when they joke on me or any of my younger friends, and we get so mad that we want to, and they'll kill us with this right here. Man, I don't want to fight you, man. I don't want to fight you. And so that makes us even, matter because they're like, damn, we don't even want to fight you. We just talking. We just joking. So at the end of the day, man, I don't want to fight you.
Well,
it wasn't even no option for me when I was little. But it wasn't numbers and hands flying. God on the truth. We call anybody in my family, call my sisters, call my Aunt Tiny, anybody. They gonna tell you, Philip. They call me Philip, not no Dukes. Philip will let them hands go. But I had to learn because, you don't win them all, and I lost some. And then
Dukes, what I told y'all, Chico thought it funny. I know I'm 20-20.
Yeah, you don't win them all.
But I bet you the 20 I lost, they like, hey man, you don't want no rematch with Neely. That joke, he'll grab your nuts.
Man said he 20-20, Duke. He that fighter that be on the undercard.
He don't fight for
on ESPN Plus. He on ESPN Plus. He the fighter that's already in the ring when they announce the other fighter when the show come on.
Friday night fight. Already in the ring, ain't nobody in the audience but the judge.
Well, Chico went Stevie Wonder with the laugh.
And he's standing in the ring with his mouthpiece halfway in his mouth with his gloves on.
20-20.
No trainer. 20-20 on the screen.
Hey, one thing about it, but when a dude will fight though, he done been in a fight.
That's what I'm trying to tell Chico. I said, Chico, y'all be missing the private chat. There was months ago I tried to tell Chico chat. He talking about he wants something. I said, Chico, you don't want to do that. Because you only want to fight people you know you can beat. I done fought people I know I wasn't going to win.
Yep.
I got my ass kicked, but we fought.
Yeah. 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 I mean, we're going to have to hit.
Man, look, my fights with my brother, we 150-1. And I'm there one, and we ain't fought since that one. Once I won one, he stopped.
Oh my God!
Now I don't think none of me and my cousins really ain't fight like that. I think, man. God bless Showtime, man. Showtime, the only cousin I want to fight one time, but after that, we got
Showtime. I like that.
Come out the boxing channel.
Me too. Shout out to Showtime for me watching that. I was like, fighting with Showtime. Okay.
Yeah, man. He would have been 43 this year, man. Shout out to my boy, man. He passed away. Man. Shout out to that guy. Man. But nah, man, Showtime, like. He'll joke on you so bad, dog. You got to do something to him. Like that's how bad he'll joke on you. Yeah,
hey, the Texas truth. That's just how it was, man. You go. We got to a point, man. You get home, you and he say you been in a fight. It was gonna happen. Like, it's just all right.
Look at the Texas truth. You wrong on this, man. He didn't say Mill as you're trying to say. He said horse. Clarify that,
No, I didn't say Mill. I said Mill. I'm talking about his other quote about the 40 fights.
See that why I just be staying away from him.
I'm talking about this one. I went back to.
I'm talking about that quote.
Yeah, you went way back.
Yeah, that's
No, I saw it. I was gonna say something. But then, yeah. Anyways, at the end
Big
of the
Papa
day,
Funk, he said he was the smallest kid and teenager, avoided fights like the plague. Man, I got tired, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was small like that too. I just got tired of like somebody. We're gonna do something. The jeans.
I think I was stopped when it evolved to 100% fist. You know, your first fights growing up be like wrestling matches.
Yeah.
And then it evolved to square it off. And by the time you get to high school to get some of them, you're like, don't nobody want to do that no more.
Oh yeah,
it hurts your hand too to hit somebody.
Yeah, it's like real fighting, and we really fight now. But
yeah, the last time I got suspended for a fight in school was in 6th grade. I ain't getting no more fights after that. But between 3rd and 6th, guarantee at least 11 suspensions.
Oh, yeah, that's when the bulk of them gonna be. This is in elementary years.
Yeah, for sure. Wasn't no nothing.
Man, we had some bad kids that I just knew was gonna be in jail. That I was like, you know what? It's some of these people I'm not about to fight because I know he gonna be bad. In about 2 or 3 years, he ain't gonna be fighting no more. He gonna be shooting.
Hold up, Chico. Hold up. Put Alan Smith on the screen. He said I was disappointed with my karate lesson. Didn't work.
And he was like, man, you don't get your stupid ass out of
here. Ain't nobody been to wait on that. Let you set up.
Got his ass kicked trying to get pull off some karate moves.
Karate work on other people that know karate.
Yeah, man.
It's just like boxing. A boxer can box a boxer, but it's hard for a boxer to fight a fighter. Like it's 2 different styles.
Man,
nobody let you warm up and do them roundhouses in there.
Man, that's funny, Alex Smith. I ain't gonna lie, man. I believe it was Rocky 3. Man, I was in 1st grade. First fight I got in. Well, first fight I actually fought back. I was getting picked on in school. I had watched Rocky 3, man. And I just knew I was Rocky, dog. And I went to school the next day, man, ready to fight to the playground. I picked that fight that day and got my ass whooped thinking I was Rocky, man.
Rocky got his ass whooped too.
Yeah, but
so you was Rocky.
yeah. Blue. Yep.
I remember one time the Ultimate Warrior saved my life. Ultimate Warrior Hulk Hogan. Ask me. Well, Uncle Neely say, ask me how. I'll tell you how. This is how. Fighting my next door or across the street neighbor named Derek. He was taller, a little bit older, and he was wiry. Like who the guy that Sugar Ray Leonard fought? That was the wiry guy with the Jerry girl. Tommy Hearns. He was just like Tommy Hearns, right? So he was strong, but he didn't look strong. But man, this boy
had that reach.
Had that reach too. He punched me one time. Pow! All I saw was stars. I'll never forget that vision of just seeing stars. Somebody punching you. Like, damn. So I went home, told my brother right up the street, man, he just punched me. Big Derek just punched me. I said, what? He right across the street. You can't come back in the house and just go to sleep. You know, let the next day go by. You got to get him now. I'm like, no,
get him back.
You got to get him back. Man, we went over there and knocked on Derek's door. Derek came outside and damn near ran me back across the street.
So Chico, if I'm here right, you about 20 and 22.
No.
They chase you home to the projects with the cheerleaders.
No, we get back to my yard, and my brother them sitting on the porch just watching. And we get to the yard, and I turned around. I went into Ultimate Warrior March.
Oh, you start pumping the ropes.
Oh boy, I saw the fear in his eyes. Once I saw the fear, it was over. Next thing I know, my brother them pulling me off top of him. I'm punching him in the face. Down. 2 days later, he want to be my friend again. Like, nah, you can't mess with
me. You picked on that man, Chico.
I picked on him.
You picked on
the man punched me in the eye.
What he should have done when he came to his house and he opened the door, he should have hit you right then too. He should have opened the door and hit you.
I think that's what he did. That's how I got back across the street.
So wait, Chico. Hold on now. Hold on. I know this is all one day or one afternoon. Technically, that's 3 fights. 1-1. So when I say you 20 and 20 just like me, don't run from your record, Chico. You had 3 fights.
Gonna say Chico was a bully. Look at this. How was I the bully? The man hit me in the eye.
How big was Chico? Y'all same size?
I was younger. I was always. It seemed like
Chico,
I was always the
you
younger
were
man.
1 and 2 in the same
I said, how
afternoon.
big was you?
And
Said you were
laughing at
younger.
my
I said,
record.
how big was Chico?
How big was me, or how big was I?
Him.
He was, like I said, he was slim, but he was like 2 years older than me. So I think he was maybe 12 and I was 10.
Dukes, do you hear the calmness in my voice?
Mm-hmm.
Let me get on you for a second, dog.
All
Here
right.
we go.
When you gonna stop asking this dude about measurements of his opponents? You know it ain't valid.
He was 6'10", Dukes.
Yeah,
He was 12 years old. 6'10".
Everybody he beat is so is a
300
damn
damn
giant.
pounds. It was 300 pounds, Duke. 6'6" at 12 years old. I was just 10. I haven't hit my growth
That
spurt
joker's
yet.
not on Bushwick Bill though. He won't tell us he fought Shaq.
Hey man, like my boy in what was that? I'm gonna get you, sucker. I think. Where he was going to fight the midget. I can't remember. Yeah. Yep. Man, shout out to Chico, man.
Nah, Chico, you was 1 and 2 in the afternoon, baby. Just so you know.
In that one afternoon, I was 1 and 2.
And you won laughing my 20 and 20. You right there with me.
I was 10. I was about 9 or 10 years old.
That karate did not work, boy. That joke was funny.
Nah,
Alan Smith, you got
you know how they warm up with them collars? They be like each, chi, ni. Ain't nobody finna stand there and let you do all that, man.
Man, I was saying, man, can you imagine Chico getting ready to fight and doing the Ultimate Warrior?
Man, I did the Ultimate Warrior, dog. Old boy said, I said, yeah, I got him now.
Chico, where that karate quote at? Chico, find the karate quote again, man. We gotta get out of here on the karate quote, man. I gotta see that.
Yeah. Ultimate Warrior, baby.
Don said you should have said nope.
You want some, old man? No.
Shoot, man.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm glad we've all progressed, but we're not fighting. The next fight I'll see will be y'all two.
That ain't
gonna be no fight. I'm finna punch him and go eat.
He's just gonna get his lick.
Yeah, that's all I'm getting my lick. Then I'm gonna hug him. We're gonna dap each other up like me and Chico, cool.
If then I'm gonna do like this,
even no invisible slap, but I'm just gonna wait on him to do it.
Then I'm gonna do like this, Dukes. I'm gonna take my invisible juice. I'm gonna beat the brakes off his head.
Well, you sure took his zesty.
Man, this boy.
You ain't
I knew y'all was gonna say something about that being zesty. Unbelievable, man. Y'all get y'all shot.
Chris, you remember when Chris Bosh used to always do like unintentionally funny stuff? Like,
damn, Chris Bosh had braids too, didn't he?
But boom,
he did when they won the championship.
Chico, why did you cock your head?
Championship?
Chico.
Even Yael just said, Chico, that was fruity as hell. Like
he won the championship and poured his champagne on his face like this.
How'd he do
it? Hey.
He poured the champagne on his face.
Dude, you a wrestling fan. You a wrestling fan. You a wrestling fan.
This boy is beating your way out the closet, Chico. You gotta
hold on, dude. You a wrestling historian.
So
if Chico was a wrestler, he'd be Gold Dust.
Oh man, this boy is
if
crazy.
you were one, you would be what's the guy with a face paint? Kamala.
I take it over Gold Dust.
You right.
But hey, man.
Then he gonna imitate Chris Bosh with the champagne, man. Like,
boy, Chico, hey man, that boy Chico.
That Gold Dust, man.
Hey, when Unk's still on me, it's okay. All I'm gonna do is
no, man.
Chico.
Hey man, God,
taking my invisible juice.
Chico, why your neck went back like that, dog? That boy like he had a.
It looked like Usher was feeding him cherries.
Man, that boy like he had like he had a hinge in it, boy. God,
no. Let me pull up this picture for y'all.
He said, "This is all I'm gonna do right here."
This was Unc's screensaver.
That's what you did. That's what you did. Boy, Chico is crazy. I'm not. Look, Chico, listen. Boy, you know I love you like a real blood cousin, dog. Listen, man, you gotta stop this jump, man.
They said that was mad saucy, Chico. Damn.
It's just like when Gold Dust was trying to team up with Booker T. You Booker T and Chico to Gold Dust. You let Booker T be like, man, what are you doing?
Everything going smooth. Everything going cool. It wasn't no fruity moment, no nothing. Like we stopped this thing.
This wasn't supposed to be fruity, dog. It's supposed to be just taking something under your tongue, the cayenne pepper, dog. Goodness gracious.
Look, Chico, You have had some Uncle
TikTok
Neely's
drop.
beard. You've had some Uncle Neely's beard oil, and it come with the
Definitely.
same dropper like that. You do not have to tilt your head back like that to drop nothing on you.
But Chico said, Chico,
you ain't got to do that. Hey, that's right, niggas. Freeman, you tell me you did not just do that. Booker T.
I know. I'm gonna go back and watch it because I know my face had to be looking crazy. I know. I was like, well, I know this.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. That boy Chico, man. One man Rico, man. So what Chico doing? It's WCD, bro.
It's being saucy.
You can't change it, dudes, man. It's what we doing. Pause.
No, it is not Chico.
All right, y'all. He go to the chat out there.
No, what Cat Williams say? Sometimes you got to tell Chico no. It's not we, Chico. That's what you doing.
To the chat out there, here's the bad news. It's hour 15, so we got to get up out. But here's the
get
good
up out of
news. The morning run will be back Wednesday morning with more sports, more shenanigans. Like we like to say, is less ESPN and more WTF.
This boy is diabolically freaky, man.
That's y'all freaky minds, dog. That's y'all freaky minds. Gold dust, dog.
Chico does.
This boy is freaky, man.
That's funny, dog.
He gold dust, dog. Make Chico gold dust. I be Kabbalah, and Deuce, you gonna be Booker T.
Man.
Tell me you did not just do that. Hey, then you remember when the midget, the little gold dust was humping his leg?
Oh man.
What are you doing?
You gotta tell him no, man. No, Chico, we're not doing this, man.
And this is just Monday, y'all. This is Monday. We got to get through this whole week.
This is just Monday. Y'all know what to do. Hit the like, subscribe, and comment. We thank you guys for joining us once again. We can't wait till you join us on Wednesday. Y'all know what to do, man. We're gonna be live once again. Kick, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and everything else. Thank you guys for coming out. Have a great day. We up and up out of here. Peace in the Middle East.
Unreasonably freaky, man. What's wrong with you?
We in today. Legacy mode. We out.